Hey guys, this is Craig with Black Ovis, working in the marketing department, and this is a new series called Tag Talk. It's where we break down the hunts. We're gonna give tips, tricks, and just basic takeaways from the hunts. So let's dive into it. We're gonna break down our cow elk hunt up in Idaho from this past January with Kendall. We were able to get 2 elk down on the ground in 2 days, pretty special. And fun fact, it was actually my first rifle kill. Normally an archery guy, but always some lessons to learn on every hunt, so let's dive into it. Okay, let's start it off with Evan just shot his first elk. This is day 1. He knocked down a nice cow, and we're quartering it up right now. We're kind of fighting daylight, so I think we got the last 2 quarters off right when we had to throw on the headlamps, and we're throwing the meat on the packs. One thing I wanted to say, this was my first time using initial scent packs. Can't speak highly enough of those packs. And they do such a good job with just being comfortable on your back. They got that V shape in the back that kind of holds the weight in the center of your back. Super nice. Organization, pockets are all simple. Everything you need, not too much. Just a great overall pack. Highly recommended. So we're gonna putting on the snowshoes. Let's talk snowshoes real quick. This was a learning experience for both Evan and I. First time using snowshoes on a hunt. The day before, when we were packing out Evan's elk, we were having some trouble in the snow. The snow was pretty deep, past your knees. So we were like, hey, tomorrow we're throwing on the snowshoes. Couple tips with snowshoes. We actually took out the MSR Evo snowshoes. It's got a plastic deck on it. I'd highly recommend not using plastic deck in the cold, or if you're going to be dealing with like hard crusted snow, any ice or anything like that, because they were extremely noisy. So I think the first like 100 yards we ended up taking the snowshoes off just because they were too noisy while we were trying to stalk in. We put them on the packs thinking that they would help us on the pack down, but we ended up having some trouble there. Just with the MSR Evo snowshoes, it's not there's not enough surface area, so we're kind of breaking through the snow. What I would recommend though, or what I really want to try, is the MSR Lightning Ascent snowshoes. They don't have a plastic deck, so I think they'd be a lot quieter. It's also got a lot more surface area for dispersing the load, like especially when you got meat on your back. Let us know in the comments if you got a snowshoe that you used on a hunt that you really like. I'd be really intrigued to hear what you got to say on that. Okay, so we finally got to the top of this knob. We can see the elk on the other ridge. We had just hiked a super steep section, so I was breathing pretty heavy. I wasn't super steady, wasn't comfortable with the shot. I didn't really want to take the shot unless I felt comfortable. So I really owe this shot to Kendall. He positioned himself behind me and actually gave me something sturdy to like push against, and that made my shot a lot more steady. So for fathers out there, if you got little kids and stuff that aren't super steady, if you get behind them, actually position yourself behind them, and they can actually lean into you a little more to help steady their shot. It works because I made a perfect shot here. She went about 40 yards, but just having Kendall on my back there really helped that shot. So just good tip, if you're ever with a partner or anything and they're not feeling super comfortable, you can help lean into them a little bit and give them a more sturdy shot.
That was a cool stalk, and that was a great shot.
That's going to wrap up today's Tag Talk. Hopefully you guys learned something from it, from the tips and takeaways. Be on the lookout for more episodes like this. We're going to start dropping these more often, and hopefully you guys can learn from them.